What if we told you that, hidden in shadows across every continent, there are relics so cursed, so haunted, that even museums fear to display them? Tonight, we're not just uncovering history, we're awakening it. From a doll that ruins lives with a glare to a Peruvian grave that even archaeologists fear, these are the world's most chilling, haunted relics you've never heard of. But be warned, once heard, some stories can never be forgotten. Ready to travel the globe through the world's darkest secrets? Let's begin, if you dare. Our first stop, South Africa's Castle of Good Hope. This 17th century fortress is more than stone and mortar. It's a prison for restless spirits. Shackles, torture devices, and the personal effects of doomed prisoners are said to echo with the cries of the past. Guards have seen Lady Anne Barnard's ghost gliding through halls and a phantom black hound that vanishes before your eyes. Visitors feel cold hands grip their shoulders and footsteps echo when no one's there. But here's what no one tells you. Some say if you touch the old iron keys, you'll dream of the castle for weeks. Would you risk it? Next, we journey to the coldest, most remote haunted site on Earth. Antarctica, a land of endless ice, and yet even here, the past refuses to rest. On Ross Island, researchers report chilling phenomena, ghostly footsteps in the snow, spectral figures in abandoned huts, and a feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. Old journals and scientific instruments, left behind by those lost to the elements, are said to hum with strange energy. Here's a twist. Some scientists claim their equipment malfunctions only near these relics, as if the spirits themselves are interfering. Coincidence, or a message from the other side? Let's leave the cold behind and enter the world of forbidden visions. Thought to be crafted in Mexico over 500 years ago, the Black Mirror sits shrouded in mystery. Originally used in psychic fairs, this obsidian scrying glass is said to show not your future, but your darkest fears. Gaze into its depths, and you might see twisted visions, or even your own corpse staring back. But here's the kicker. Those who tried to destroy the mirror claimed it always returned, showing up in their homes no matter how far they ran. It's occasionally on display in the British Museum. Would you dare to look? If you think that's chilling, wait until you hear about Europe's deadly goddess. In Cyprus, archaeologists unearthed a limestone statue, the so-called goddess of death. Every family that owned her met with tragedy, mysterious deaths, sudden illness, and a legacy of fear. Desperate, the last surviving family donated her to the Royal Scottish Museum, where she's locked behind glass. But here's what keeps staff up at night. Some refuse to go near the statue, swearing they hear faint whispers and feel an icy chill. Is she a goddess or a curse that can't be contained? And speaking of curses, North America's next relic is the stuff of nightmares. In Key West, Florida, sits a doll so infamous it inspired horror legends, Robert the Doll. He's said to move on his own, change expressions, and giggle when no one's around. Those who disrespect him by taking photos without permission or mocking him report car accidents, job loss, and even illness. Here's the wildest part. Hundreds of apology letters line his display, begging forgiveness for tempting fate. Would you risk angering Robert? Next, we travel to a cemetery where the dead may not rest as peacefully as you think. In Buenos Aires, Argentina, La Recoleta Cemetery is a city of the dead. Among its marble tombs is the tragic story of Rufina Cambaceres, a young woman buried alive after being mistakenly declared dead. Her tomb features a statue of her hand reaching for the door, forever trying to escape. But here's the spine chiller. Visitors and groundskeepers have reported hearing muffled cries and seeing her ghost wandering among the graves. Are these just echoes of grief or something much more real? Now, let's cross the world to a prison where suffering still lingers. On Tasmania's wild coast lies Port Arthur, Australia's most haunted prison. Artifacts, rusted keys, prisoner uniforms, and chains are said to carry the suffering of those who lived and died within its walls. Nighttime visitors report ghostly apparitions, sudden chills, and the feeling of unseen eyes watching from the darkness. But here's the real question. Would you touch a relic from Port Arthur, knowing it might carry a piece of its tortured history home with you? Before you answer, we have a few more cursed objects that defy belief. Let's journey to the sunburned valleys of southern Peru, where a chilling discovery has rewritten the history of a forgotten people. In the Atico River Valley, archaeologists recently unearthed a massive circular tomb. Inside, the skeletons of 24 men, women, and children, each bearing the unmistakable marks of violent battle. But here's what sets this grave apart. These weren't just casualties. The Chuquibamba, a little-known culture that thrived before the Inca, buried their fallen with honor, wrapping them in intricate, patterned textiles and surrounding them with pottery, corn cobs, and carved relics. Yet, local whispers say disturbing these graves brings misfortune. Some believe the spirits of the Chuquibamba, cut down in their moment of victory, still guard their resting place. Archaeologists report strange feelings at the site, an unshakable sense of being watched, and equipment failing for no reason. Is it just the weight of history or something far more supernatural? One thing is certain. The grave of the Chuquibamba is a powerful reminder that some relics are buried not just with honor, but with a warning. In Italy, a simple silver vase became a vessel of doom. Gifted to a bride in the 15th century, every owner since has died mysteriously. The Bassano vase's current location is unknown. After a string of deaths in the 1900s, local authorities reportedly sealed it in a lead coffin and buried it in a secret spot, its deadly legacy hidden from the world, so it could never claim another victim. If you found it, would you dare to keep it? In the Middle East, ancient Roman ballista balls, stone missiles from forgotten battles, were stolen from an archaeological site. The thief was plagued by financial ruin and family breakdowns until he returned the relics, begging for forgiveness. Was the curse lifted, or is it waiting for the next unsuspecting soul? Across the world, haunted relics remind us that history is never truly silent. Each object is a doorway to a forgotten story, one that still reaches out from the shadows, begging to be remembered. Which relic chilled you the most? Have you ever encountered an object that felt haunted? Let us know in the comments below. And if you crave more mysteries, legends, and forbidden folklore from the shadows of time, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a journey into the hidden past. Until next time, keep your eyes open, because you never know what forgotten relic might be waiting for you.